I think this might be working. Now, if you can't hear me, please say so. Because this is all very new to me. Of course, trying to keep two things on the go at the same time is also not easy. Oh, there, YouTube is a little behind. Probably a way to change that, but one thing at a time, I suppose. I guess I can unmute for a second and see. Time also. Okay, that worked. I can't do it here. I have to go to here to try and unmute myself. Here to try and unmute. There we go. Well, that sounds all right. It sounds like our noise gate might be a little tiny bit low, but that's the way things go sometimes. So we're going to have to see how this plays out. This is the first time that I've done this. So we're going to have to see if like we have alerts from Twitch that should work. Uh-oh. There we go. But yes, we should have alerts from Twitch that still work, like followers following in bits and blurp and stuff. But so far as I know, we don't have any connection to that stuff on YouTube. Like, because I know there's, people can follow and you can even emote. That come through? Guess we're gonna see. But yeah, so the plan is to keep going as usual. If there is something you think I should know about the quality of the stream, there we go. I can set that there, but for some reason I have to do Twitch. I can't type in. Like the multi-chat thing is in read-only mode, and I don't know how to change that. Probably there's a way, but if there is a way, I don't know what it is. So that's fine. That's fair. I think we're still, like, video quality, I think we're still doing all right. But I guess the best way to know for sure is to get into the game. I can. What is it? Oh, okay. It's on. I guess because like the little YouTube preview thing is like the size of the audio stream's current bitrate 0 is lower than the recommended bitrate. Audio stream bitrate of 128. Okay, well, feet on the ground, junk in the trunk. Well, I heard that. Does that come through the YouTube side of things? Hi, Jackie. Bitrate 0 is lower than the recommended bitrate. That's us listening to me. Audio stream bitrate of. We're gonna see if the alert comes through YouTube. Okay, well, feet on the ground, junk in the trunk. All right. We have technological liftoff, Jackie. It's kind of mind-boggling that like I spent probably 5 or 6 hours fiddling with this yesterday, moving over all of my things. Oh no, I'm sorry, Jackie. That you it's not the first time, but it's been a while at least. I'm sorry to hear that. But yeah, that proves to me that Blurp is working. So if nothing else, you have helped me today, and I appreciate that. Helped me to know that that the sound alerts are coming through. So yeah, I got to figure out how to adjust this. Stream Elements chat bot thing. I'm sure there's a way to turn it off. But hey, Sum is here. Welcome, Sum. You had to log into... Of course you did. Good old Blurp. Before you... Yeah. Well, that's good to know as well. Probably... and thank you, Summer Primes. I'm so glad you're here. do what you can, and appreciate the lurk, even if you can't be chatting. But that's good to know, Jackie. I think if we get OBS here set up as our full streaming software, we can probably bypass Blurp. There's probably a way to have Stream Elements take care of that for me. I just haven't got that far yet, so that would be nice. Hey, not that Blurp has been terrible, but Blurp has definitely had some issues. And of course, naturally, Jackie has found most of them. So bless your heart, Jackie, for putting up with it and continuing to stop by and hang out with me, even though the technology does not seem to like you. Rest assured that I do, and I'm always glad when you're here. And but I understand if you're not up for it. I definitely don't want you wearing yourself out. But yeah, let me get the game started here, and we will see, if all of that works out properly. We got so many moving parts and pieces right now. Like, since I started using Streamlabs, we've gotten a new microphone, we've gotten a camera, and so many different things have changed that in the background that I've had a chance to work through. Okay, well that seems to be good. The desktop audio isn't causing any issues. The question is, of course, whether the annoying... okay, we seem to have access to the corner of the screen. All right, well, here's our Paladin. Miserable. Oh, no. Well, then. I sympathize. Thankfully, I haven't been that sick for a while now, but I've definitely been there. The worst part for me is that I have no cat or other pet to snuggle. Rather have a root canal. Oh, no. Oh, I've never had a root canal, so I can't speak to that. My wife has had one or maybe two, and she... Is that game audio coming through, or is that just my voice that we're hearing? It says it's outputting it, but maybe it's a little too quiet. Yeah, it seems almost like the... Okay, yeah, then there's something in the balance. Good. Oops. Yeah, I wonder if that's just because it's too quiet. No, that would reflect what I'm seeing on the like, I can hear the audio coming through because it plays in my headphones. But I'm gonna, like, I can turn it off. Like, I can hear it from my headphones, so I don't hear it from the headphones. Then I can put just the audio from YouTube or Twitch, I guess. The from YouTube, Twitch, I guess. Yeah, see, I'm not getting any audio from the game. Yeah, see, I'm not getting any audio from... I'm not getting any... I look a bit like a scrap heap. I look a bit like a scrap heap. Or the room behind me does. Like, we're both kind of... I look a bit like a scrap heap. Oh, I need to mute that. Or the... There we go. Or are you talking about the line in my hair from... I'm getting a haircut soon. But okay, so that would mean... you know what? Maybe if we go in here... 100%, so that's... I can only, I mean, I can turn it up more in here. But it's still not coming through the microphone until I... If we do that, we're just going to get an echo. Okay, now the game is coming in through a separate audio channel, so we should be able to hear both. Because with... Oh, okay. Scrap Heap is... Isn't Scrap Heap a transformer? Yeah, okay, that's fair. I should be able to... Because I had turned it up to see if we could get it in there now. That should bring it down, I think. Maybe not. I mean, I can always turn it down in the game as well. I mean, the audio settings here can be... I've already got the music down really loud. Or down really quiet. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to mute my headphones for the game. Oh, for the... Yeah, okay, that doesn't seem too crazy, but when the music hits a crescendo, it might be a touch on the loud side. That doesn't seem too crazy, but when the music hits a crescendo, it might be a touch on the loud side. Okay, that seems set, at least decently well. Because yeah, right now all of the, like in Streamlabs, I had everything, because I have an Elgato microphone, and everything was coming through Streamlabs through the one audio input that was going through the Elgato mixer. But that doesn't seem to be working super well on here right now. Gonna go to bed, Jackie? Yes, absolutely. Nope, you've helped me clear up a couple of issues, which has been super appreciated. And we'll just have to keep sorting out issues as they come. You know, when it is safe to not be looking at my hardcore character's screen. But that's good, because you're right. It could just be the microphone input or something else. But I do hope you get a good rest tonight, Jackie, and that you feel better in the morning. And hopefully no root canals or anything else equally unpleasant. Yeah, hopefully some rest will do you good. And look forward to hearing that you're better. Yes, take care. Bless you. Good night. And yeah, I guess we are back to... I wonder if I need to put... Got the browser stuff coming through. Got the game unmuted in my headphones, which is good. But like the music I was playing at the start of stream, that came through all right. Yes, bless you, Jackie. Good night. Like the browser, when we have well, I mean, whatever. When we have an audio clip playing or something, we'll need to look into some of that too. Just there. So, whoa, that's not what I wanted to do. We are back. For really, though. Okay, it's still showing there on YouTube. So I guess we'll have to kind of let that keep going and see how it turns out by the end. It's going to be weird for me because I'm used to having the Twitch Stream Manager page up so that I have access to the ad break button and stuff like that. But now, because I have a unified chat through Streamlabs, or not through Streamlabs, through OBS, I feel like I need to keep that up. So if anybody does say anything on YouTube, I can see them. But it also means I can't see things like I can't see the bit rate. I can't see the number of viewers, that sort of thing. So that's all right. We'll just have to. I mean, I don't necessarily feel like I need to see those numbers all the time. But what I really need now is a third monitor. I'm kidding. I do not need a third monitor. I suppose I can just, in theory, I can just pop the chat out of this and have the chat up on the side instead. But then if the window gets buried, as happens from time to time, so we'll go with this now. We'll see how it works. And I mean, if I have to take an ad, when you hit the ad break button on Twitch, I can do so. Yeah, if anybody else sees anything or hears anything that doesn't quite seem right, or if somebody wants to do me the favor of following to see if the follower alerts come through like they're supposed to, or any of those other things that would be of assistance, then I think it's all set up to work right. But and there should be, like, there's an events ticker here. Yeah, we've got like some sample ones here, but oh no, that's not what we want. I don't know what most of those settings do. Oh. Okay. I think we're good on that front. Hey, let's play a video game, guys. I don't even remember where I was. I could have read the screen, I suppose, and then I would have had some idea. Well, clearly Love is in the Air is going on. Yeah, we want to try and get these Ferelas quests at least started. At 46... What is that background noise in the game? That is really kind of loud. I think, but yes, let me know if it's too loud, because that looks on here like it's kind of loud. Do that should help, I think. Alright, so where do we need to go to get to Ferelas? Our best bet is to, yeah, take the boat over. We can just fly. I feel like there's some quests for Ferelas that we're missing. That maybe we need to go to Teldrassil to pick them up. Sure. Let's take the boat to
What's
Teldrassil.
on your mind?
Either way, we gotta go to Magical Harbor first. Yeah, so I can hear the wings flapping just fine. It seems like it might be a little... Alright, so yes, I have my basic screens set up. I set up the starting soon screen, the one I'm using now with the chat covered with my camera. I set up the be right back in the ending soon screen, but all the screens I had that show, like, so we can watch a YouTube video with having chat up, or so we can collect video from my phone and that kind of thing, that is all I haven't transferred all that over yet. It's not super complicated, it's just time consuming more than anything. Yes, I haven't been able to find anything that functions like we're used to having down here in sort of the corner of the screen. I have had... Oh, you can't... Oh, yeah, you can see my... yeah, over down here. Maybe you can't. To look into that as a setting, too. See me highlight the character, but you can't actually see where the cursor is. Pretty sure I had that on before, but in any case, not what you would call urgent necessarily. But part of the problem is I don't know where to find the setting for that in OBS. Of course, the boat I wanted just left. The boat I don't need yet is right here. Well, we'll have to wait a minute. I guess that'll give me a second to look up stuff. Oh, that is from Feathermoon Stronghold. Oh, of course. Give me a second, guys. Ah, I made it back. But it's gonna help if I turn the camera on. There we go. Yes, blessed day to you too, Estella. Welcome to OBS. And welcome to dual streaming. You can get this on YouTube as well, apparently. More than just apparently. It is there. I can see me. But oh, that's interesting. Yeah, let me hop on the flight point here.
Ishnuala. Be careful.
Yeah, no, that's interesting. My Twitch emote, my blessed day Twitch emote shows up in the multi-chat window, but your Pikachu emote does not. Very strange. But I hope you're well. So far I'm about 6 hours, maybe 7 hours deep into fiddling with OBS. So, you know, progress, right? Still gonna take some getting used to, I think. Just because things are, like, I can't set things up in quite the right place compared to what I'm used to. So, and who's to say whether it will be worthwhile at all to be on YouTube. But so far, it looks like nobody has found our stream on YouTube. But I also didn't post any links to YouTube anywhere because I wasn't 100% sure it was going to work. When I went on last night, when I went into YouTube onto their back-end stuff to talk about streaming, the first thing it said, or the first thing it did was you know, say, you have requested access to live streaming on Twitch. Or not Twitch, on YouTube. And then it started a 24-hour countdown timer to... 24-hour countdown timer to when I was going to be able to use that. And that countdown timer won't be up for another, like, 3-4 hours yet. And so I'm not sure... I feel like... there isn't another quest here. But I feel like I'm missing a quest. Something. No, we came up... Oh, we already did this quest. Problem with doing stuff so long ago. Yeah, let me know if the game sounds are too loud, if blurp sounds too loud, or if there's any, like, if anything seems like it's cutting out. We're doing anything basically that it shouldn't. Please tell me. Because until I go back and watch the VOD after, I'm not gonna know much of anything. Lunar Festival and outside the bank in Stormwind.
Farewell.
That's too far away. Alright. We're just going to do a quick tour, I think, of Darnassus before we hearth back to Manethil and then go over to Ferelas. I feel like there's a couple of quests that I'm missing. Played but was not audible. Oh. I presume you mean your walk-on sound. Like, I saw the thing pop up on the screen. Jackie's, well, I heard it, but maybe it didn't come through the stream. You want to try one of the other blurp sounds on the side there? We'll just see what happens here. Okay, so I heard that. It was pretty loud to me. But it also came through the same channel as the game. Doesn't sound right. No sound for you. Okay. there is a properties here for Blurp. Control audio via OBS. Okay. Check mark there for that. Okay. Oh, there's an audio thing here for Blurp. Try it once more, if you'd be so patient with me. Oh dear, not Quee. Feet on the ground, junk in the trunk. I don't think there's anything more up here for us. Whoop! Where's the door? There it is. And I didn't hear a thing. So it didn't play for me. What the heck? Okay. What should... Blurp isn't an app. It should be coming through the... Yeah, if I can't hear it, that doesn't do any good, does it? Makes no sense. Yeah, you can't scare me with the bear growling if I can't actually hear the bear growling, right? Okay, let's... Okay, I heard that, but it didn't come through the blurp. Did you hear the bear? It didn't come through the blurp thingy in the setting here. You didn't hear it. What is going on? This is the temple. Very, very, very strange. Weapon. Bags. General goods. Oh, this is the craftsman's terrace, not the tradesman's terrace, right? Well, I am sorely confused then. And maybe you can tell me, is it possible, like, because you've been pushing me, not pushing me, but you've been encouraging me to switch to OBS for some time now. Does it, check here quickly, does, like, we were using Blurp because using Streamlabs for sound commands like that was kind of, like, the commands were unwieldy. So with Blurp, you just push a button or two and you're good to go. If we wanted to set all that stuff up through OBS, I think my understanding is that there's a way to do that. Is there? Well, I don't know. I just know that, like, and because Jackie had said even that when she first got here, in order to play her walk-on sound, she actually had to log back into Blurp again, which she seems to be having to do like every other stream. Maybe it's not quite that often, but yeah, like, I know there's like, there are, you know, elements that you can add through, I'm assuming through Stream Element. But, you know, to, like, give you follower alerts and whatever else like that, right? I just didn't set any of them up because we have Twitch's alerts set up here as well. Right. So how is that set up? Properties for that. Yeah. I don't want to control the audio for that via OBS. But it has issues. Yeah, and that's the thing, right? Like with Blurp, we're getting different volumes for different sound effects on different days. You know, having to repeatedly log in to make them work. And now it not like it playing when I do it, but not playing when you do it. And I also don't want to have like 15 audio sources on here. Like I've got one for the desktop, which is what's playing the game audio, because before with Streamlabs, I had everything going through my Elgato sound mixer that comes with the microphone, and then it was going to one channel on Streamlabs, and so I could adjust everything with the Wavelink audio mixer. But what was happening was that Jackie was saying that we were only getting game audio when I was speaking, which means that because I had a noise gate set on the microphone so that you don't hear the fan on in the background and everything. Uh-huh. Well, so currently with OBS, with the plugin you can use, we are currently streaming to YouTube as well. But like at the moment we're just brute forcing it, right? We're using more of our internet bandwidth so that OBS can crank out to both locations just through OBS. And it does all of that automatically without me having to mess with my own. But that doesn't mean that that's the best way to do it, hey? It just means that's the, I don't want to say mindless, but that's the voice meter.
Farewell.
Yeah, we need Cenarian Enclave. Probably not quite high enough to get whatever that stuff is that you need, Angoro dirt. Oh, there's another elder. Look at that. Be surprised. Trainer. Voice meter. I think you've mentioned that before, haven't you? You want to do me a favor and hit one more blurp sound there? Yeah, that's kind of the hiccup, right? That goes down to the like barrow den. Feet on the ground, junk in the trunk. Go to talk to. Oh, that's the lunar. Where do we go to talk to what's his name? Staghelm, that's his name. Worked and see, still I heard nothing. Goodness. Whoa. Now my taskbar is covering the screen. Oh, there we go. Really don't know what happened there. Back to the game, it's fine. I think he's up the top there. Oh, we gotta go inside first. We'll go check it out. We're here now. But of course it worked for you, because... Okay, yeah. This quest is still great, which doesn't shock me. But let's be careful not to jump too far. Not that I really needed to jump anywhere, I suppose, did I? Alright. Okay, so I turned that back off for the blurp thing. Now I'm going to try and play a sound clip. But what's the point of having a scare sound effect if I don't hear it? Then Jackie can't scare me, right? The bear sound kind of becomes useless then if I don't hear it, right? So I heard the Paladin thing just now. You probably didn't hear it at all, did you? All right, well, apparently I know what I'm getting right now. Apparently I know what I'm getting, and it's this. I'll get nothing, but you didn't hear that, did you? But I can hear it just fine. Audio channel is it coming through on here? That's another question to sort out. So I have no idea where that audio is coming from because I can hear it. And it sounds like it's coming through the microphone channel on the stream. Oh, I'll bet I know because it's coming through the microphone channel. If I'm not talking, the sound doesn't come through. All right, let me try one more time. This is the testing part of the stream that's fun. Now, what's the longest this one's kind of long, so we'll try it and we'll see if it comes through the audio channel while I'm speaking. Does it come through while I'm speaking? Okay. Between mostly dead and all dead. So did that come through while I was speaking? No? Rats. All right, well, that didn't help. Oop. I could send that to be just the mic. Yeah, problem is I don't even know where coming through wavelength monitor. Do it that way. Yes, this is very true. We can at least be only friends. Aww. I like that guild name. That's fantastic. Oh, she's running away from me. Too low level. Bother. Why does it always have to be like that? There we go. Alright. Yeah, it's too easy for me to get sidetracked on stuff like that when I can't figure out the answer. Yeah, it's very... And part of the problem is that I cannot test blurp sounds if I'm not streaming. So, like, because blurp won't play sounds through the like the Twitch interface unless but yes, good advice to ignore ignore that for now. Blurp won't play sounds through the like the Twitch interface unless yeah, that's coming through the... Yes, good advice to ignore through the browser input. I wonder if we can hear them through on the YouTube side. I'm going to guess not, but it wouldn't be the first time that something's really dumb like that has happened. So I'm going to unmute the audio while we're waiting for the boat here. Not because I'm going to get sidetracked on it. and you know, give me a hard time if I do. But just so that I can listen and see if it comes through here. Good advice to browser in. I wonder if we can hear them through on the YouTube side. I'm going to guess not, but it wouldn't be the first time that something's really dumb that has happened. So I'm going to unmute the audio while we're waiting for the boat here. Not because I'm going to get sidetracked on it. and you know, give me a hard time if I do. But just so that I can listen and yeah. Advice. Very much not coming through there. Okay, well that's fair. That's fine. That's worth checking quickly. So whatever issue we're having is an issue here. I wonder if it's because like it's playing it. It must be playing the sound through OBS. I have no idea what that is, Estella. Vidal hype train emote. Do and yeah, so that emote you have there, the should I celebrate emote, yet neither of those emotes are playing in the multi-chat pane here. And those are like just like when I switch to just looking at Twitch, I can see them just fine. Oh yeah. Okay, the one, yeah, because I was actually there when like in the channel when Pirate broke the record and got and in the banana suit and got that emote. So I don't know what the other one looks like necessarily, but my guess is that the audio is coming through because I have the stream like, well, I can't show you because I don't have the thing to look at the full screen, but my Wavelink audio has things broken up. So there's the microphone, there's the game, there's the browser, there's music, which is, you know, how I play music between, like, before the stream starts, and sound effects, which is supposed to be like blurp and stuff, but it must be going through OBS, but not being sent through my headphones because it's set to monitor off. Properties. Control audio via OBS. Okay. Property. No. Again, I'm waiting on the boat, so I'm not wasting time. But so, somebody got the newest, longest hype train. Do I have a separate source set for Blurp? Not separately. But I'm honestly not sure what... Like, it's supposed to play through the web browser because it's run through Twitch, right? So maybe that's... But, like, it's supposed to bring it through the stream. Like, we get the little pop-up window, and the audio in Streamlabs was coming through the streaming software itself, but it was letting me hear it. So what I need to do is I need to figure out how to have it set so that it goes through my monitor off. Let me try monitor and output. Okay. Do you want to do the honors of testing it one more time, Stella? Playing us a Blurp sound clip here, and we'll see if I hear it this time too. He's a paladin, you know. They ain't right in the head. I'm hearing it. Did you hear it? Yes! Woohoo! That's the issue. The issue is it's not going through the... Like, when it's set up to go through OBS, it doesn't go through the Elgato thing, so... I think I need to turn the volume down on there a little bit. That seemed a little loud. But at least now we're both hearing it, and that is what makes the difference. Oh, we made it! And on top of that thing, no less. I've fallen in the water there before trying that kind of garbage, so... Yay! One problem solved. And after you told me to stop fiddling with it. That's alright, that's alright. It's all good. All good. Oh, I just figured out what we need. Estelle.
No.
I've been saying for a long time that the stream needs... We need some new emotes, right? And I really like, you know, like I got motivated the other day, and not the other day, like months ago now, and got the bear with the halo, right? I decided that we need because I have my cold tea here, right? And I had originally planned to like do some like tea emotes, like, you know, for like, ooh, that, you know, because I'm always at the start I'm always burning my lips on the tea, and then I get to this stage and it's cold. I was gonna have like a hot tea, a cold tea kind of emote thing, and just haven't got organized. I know, right? He's got to have something to do, other than shoveling massive amounts of snow right now. But what we need is like, you know, like the Kermit meme with like Kermit sipping the tea, but like that's none of my business. We need a none of my business emote, like that. But do we need like a bear drinking tea? Do we need like a moose? Like I'm just thinking the Long Dark here, because that's the other game I play the most. I don't know, because you can't just do a pastor. You just had that Kermit emote. Oh no, I didn't know it was an actual emote somewhere. It shouldn't surprise me. But oh, okay, yeah, you can do that, I guess, for sure. Yeah, and I don't necessarily want it to be Kermit. Like, I know, the, like, Nova War, the streamer that I have, followed and promoted, he has a big, like, Kermit has been a meme on his channel for like, since before Twitch started, since when he was doing YouTube content before that. So, Kermit is a sort of a staple in their channel, and I don't necessarily want it to be, like Kermit. I want to kind of personalize it, but still the same idea, right? But yeah, I don't know, something like that, right? We've got, I don't even know how many emote slots we've got. I'm not sure I should subject myself to looking, but we're fly on a flight point here. I can do that. We've got 4 open emote slots right now, and like 8 animated emote slots. And then for tier 2 and tier 3 subscribers, but we don't have any of those. So I'm not like for being a tier 2 subscriber, you can set it up so that there's like a special emote that only tier 2 subs or tier 3 subs get. I'm not really worried about filling those until we filled the other ones, you know. Yeah, so at the moment we've got like 4 regular emotes and up to 8 animated emote slots we can use. And we've got 5 free emotes that for people who are just followers. I think you can only use those in this channel. I've seen those other places before too. Part of the problem is that I don't think about any of that stuff when I'm not actually streaming. Like the time I'm spending not streaming that I have that's free that's working on the channel is usually spent on editing the old VODs into highlights so they don't get deleted. Or occasionally a funny clip that we can make into a YouTube short. But you know, those are the things you really want to bring life to the channel and to the chat. I don't even know if is such a thing as I don't think there is emotes in like YouTube chat here. Can't be right. The audio can't be set. I'll have to figure something else out for that, I suppose. Alright, well, now we got to keep our eyes out. Firefin Snapper. Oh, no, there it is. But it's too far away now. So we need to do the one over here. Like, again, it's right by the gold horn there. It's a long ways away. We should be able to do the Gordani quest right now. This one we should be able to do as well. I'm going to leave that for a little bit because I want to have my Hearthstone out and up in case we decide to bail partway through, because that is a very, very clogged up cave. But look at this, Estella. I am hanging on to the shovel. It is in my inventory. Very specific occasions. Yeah. And that's my difficulty, I suppose. I want to have emotes that are sort of not spammable, but you know, like emotes for everyday use, and then we need some like formal emotes for special occasions, right? Because you want to have a bit of a mix. You know, like exorcism is a little special because we really only use it when we're talking paladin business. Blessed Day is kind of universal. I've thought about having like a hearts emote, you know, where you like share. You know, like I have the one again for Nova War that I play often that has got like 2 hearts in it instead of like a maybe over here. Oh, we should have. Yeah, I was gonna say there should be at least one more quest in here, but there's 2.
Can I?
All right, Stave of Equinox. Yes, we gotta go find the monolith. That's why we didn't.
The loon be with you.
Available quest: Sunken Temple. Oh wow. Last known to have left his home in Ratchet, study the troll ruins in. Okay, so that's a
Go in
branch.
peace.
Take that. Check what's up here. Oh, that's all right. All right, so we got the Stave of Equinox. Of course, is a large quest. Of course. Really, we just have to find this guy? Oh, he's the guy that's out in the middle of the desert, and he wants you to pick up the stones that are buried in the sand. Like, okay, I think we're going to start with the courier and then the high wilderness. There should be one around here somewhere still that's got... I looked up the quest. Yeti hides. Pristine Yeti hides. Pat McGruben at Feathermoon Stronghold. He must be in this building here because he's not anywhere else. Boat I'm gonna miss now trying to find this guy. Gotta be upstairs. He does not. Pat McGruben does not sound like a night elf name, you know. Gonna be way up here? That doesn't seem likely. Where it ends. All right. Maybe it's just a drop. Oh, is he over by the flight master person there? I think that might be. Whoops. Yeah, I feel like they are over there, and somehow we. I feel like they should be standing right here. Oh, here we go. Hiding around the corner. There we go.
What can I do for you?
Mark of quality. There we go. 10 thick Yeti hides. Okay, that's what I was looking for.
Safe travel.
That shouldn't be too hard for us. Want to try and go up the coast? Yeah, and see, it's still not playing emotes on the unified... Oh my goodness, there's a stream of emotes. When I look at the Twitch one, it shows me 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh my goodness. Is that toilet paper? It is toilet paper. Of course it's toilet paper. Wine. Good grief. Alright, well I guess we have to swim across first. Then we'll have to try and make our way down the coast. We'll have to get the zapping quest, which we should be able to pick up now at least. But otherwise, because swimming across here is not really an option. Oh goodness, it never ends. I've seen the clover one before. You used that the other day. Oh my, you're killing me, Estella. This is fine. Yeah, apparently we need an emote for breaking OBS. Okay, not breaking OBS, but we need a technical difficulties emote is what we need. And I know there has to be a relatively simple way for me to do animated emotes. The problem is I just need the emote. Like, I could probably turn the Halo Bear into an animated emote, right? You just gotta have it slide up and down, like almost like the dog from you know what I mean? The those are all the ones you have access to. Just a few, hey? those? Oh, that's what I didn't get set up. I couldn't find a way to put the 49 illegal. I haven't figured out how to put the chat up on here yet, and I don't know if there's a way to do that in OBS. In Streamlabs, there was a plugin from Twitch that you can install that just plays the Twitch chat. Yeah, that's a few emotes. Yeah, I don't. This is going to be the first stream in a long time that hasn't had the chat overlay sort of available. Didn't even pick up this quest yet. In a minute. Can't even see the NPC. Oh, there he is. Yes, we can. Well, we'll work on that. Yeah, because there's a whole ton of plugins you can get to run in OBS for things that people have made, but level 49 is going to be a big pain.
Hurry back. Have a good one. Time is money, friend. Keep it real.
Oh yeah, the water elemental cores. Alright, well, I'm going to pick these up, but I'm pretty sure the giant zapping item is a timed... Yeah, it only works for 2 hours. And if you don't get it done in 2 hours, you have to restart the quest and you lose all the quest items you grabbed. That's annoying. Funny that it's actually a yellow quest though. Alright, well I guess we're gonna try this instead, right? Stone scale eels. Well, we'll start that after I fish up some stone scale eels here. Are we gonna need a lure? 240 basically. We may need a lure. Well, we got some rum. Yeah, my understanding of how animated emotes work is you just have to upload however many frames that it takes. Like, there's got to be a limit to the number of frames that will play. Suppose we could use the frost protection potion if we start facing the water elementals too. Got away. If we find a junk pool, we'll toss on one of our aqua dynamic fish attractors. I gotta remember to look for more of these when I get into next time we're near a fishing vendor. Fish got away. Alright, we're going to put this on the action line. Let's eat a little bit of food there for a little buff. We've been live for how long? And I'm about to fight my first enemy. 1 hour and 20 minutes. Perfect. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. And apparently we're gonna I'm going to focus on this guy because we want to get where we're going. That's right. Start out with a parry. That's a good thing. There we go. Is the game sound sort of echoing or anything? Yay, we got one miniaturization residue. It just sounds like it's also coming through the... Sound is fine? Okay. It's always hard to tell, but it looks as though it might be coming through the microphone input as well, because I've got like the microphone input on the stream here is actually taking everything from still from the mixer there. Sea elemental and there's sea sprays are the ones that have the knockback. You should be okay. These guys are entirely elemental damage too. Looks like. Probably if we put the frost resistance aura on, better. These guys. There we go. Of course, now we're out of mana. And he dodges. On water elemental core, so that's progress too. I brought more to drink. Hey, Funaria! Welcome, welcome. Thank you for that raid. We are... Hello there. We are doing our first ever OBS stream today, so not everything is working exactly the way I might wish it to. But, 49. Alright, we're gonna do this. Say we can't limp out now, but thank you very much for that raid. Did you guys hear the sound effect the from the raid coming through? Because that's another thing I don't know if it's working right or not. Oh wow, it's funny, we're destroying the level 49 guy when we have trouble with the 48 guy. Perfect stuff. But I assume you were playing World of Warcraft. I remember seeing something about a naked priest. Sus. For chat integration, continue using Streamlabs. Just integrate that one in OBS as a browser source. Okay, okay. Yes, excellent. Good call on the shout out. Very well well done, Stella. Yeah, I suppose that makes sense. Just have to copy the source and use it as, yeah, that makes sense. Use it as a browser source. Wow, that sea giant just farted a bubble. World of Warcraft developers. I'm not sure if I should shake my head or salute you, but... Oh, wow, a character creator. Wow, so you just press a button, and it gives you Shadow Spec, Dwarf, Priest, Herbalism, Alchemy. Yeah, no gear, right? So... that sounds like pretty much your entire hardcore existence just sounds like it's, I shouldn't say rolling just random combos, but Because I know for some of them you've been very intentional, you know. Like I don't think you could get away with doing a nudist, or not a nudist, but I don't think you could get away with doing a no-hit paladin, right? You just don't have enough range damage for that. A tailor and a nudist. Well, then at least you can make yourself bags. I mean, it's not that you can't make the gear, you just can't wear it, right? So at least you'd be able to make your own bags. So there's that. You got that going for you, which is nice. An excuse to roll fresh on Doomhowl? Well, welcome. Gotta zap you first, don't you? That's how this works. There we go. Consider yourself zapped. Wave Strider. There we go. I was gonna say, we gotta hit him at least once here. Yeah, Shadow Priest makes a lot of sense too, right? Because then you've got a few more. Like, and I know it was random, but I can see it giving you a few tools to help you with things. Yeah. Hit him. Yep. Let's eat a pumpkin. Is that your first character on Doomhowl, Fenaria? I know you've been doing a lot of Kata. Well, I shouldn't say a lot of Kata, but you had been doing before a lot of Cataclysm, but less distracting, right? Yes. Fair, very fair. Oh, Sea Spray. Those are the ones with the knockback. I mean, I don't have a whole lot of choice. I'm just going to have to... Well, they've got an actual cast here. Maybe that's better. Knockback still isn't good, but... Oh, yes, yes. Of course you guys have been doing the duo. You guys have been taking turns with who streams, I noticed. Which is a cool way to do it, right? Then you don't both have to be distracted with the streaming side of things. So, yeah, neat. Enchanted water. And a big mouth clam. Nice. This is good. Actually, I just realized that our bonus frost resistance from the Ice Mail Dripkin. Yeah, I did tune in a little bit with you guys yesterday. For the duo there, so... Oh no, wrong button, Dave, come on. Let's not blow through all our mana just changing skills for no reason. As much as these guys seem intimidating, they're actually not that bad for what we have here. I mean, I'm not having to... I guess since the first fight, I haven't had to like stun a heal or anything. Having Hammer of Wrath again is a big help. Another clam. Not today. I'm not planning to. But you never know. You just never know. I'm pretty sure I have done that, in fact. Did that on your Paladin? Yeah. It's one of those things, all right. It's easy enough to do. Of course, that's a Sea Spray. Hello there. Yeah, I guess you'd have to use fire against these guys. I mean, these guys have a lot of health, it seems, because they're not just melting. Hello. Sure is. Wow, can you hit him? Thank you. One more time. That was a little closer than I wanted it to be. Oh, I hadn't, yeah, that came.
Oh, that was fast.
I hadn't thought that far ahead, I would. It's probably a good idea, given the track record at the moment, hey? Oh dear, poor kid. Okay, let me just check quickly. What happened to me? Yeah, it is. So we are having the frost resistance up is helping, because we are resisting that. Like you guys can't see. Can we move this? Yeah. So we're resisting like 68 damage, 23 resistance. So we're resisting a modest percentage here. Hi, buddy. I'm sure you can. Well, I'm gonna have to wait a minute. This is different, hey? I changed stuff. Yes, I did. Whoa, there's the knockback. They proceed to not attack me at all, which I can live with. I'm fighting a water element. See, there's all the splashes. Yep. This guy's a little more chunky for some reason. There we go. Yep. No. Those are not for you. Not for you at all. You don't need my help. Suck on a vitamin C thing here. Is that a demand? Veneria, you're probably the right person to ask. Was there, I mean, of all the people I know, you're probably the right person to ask. Was there a point, because in Wrath of the Lich King, Paladins became able to use exorcism on any enemy type, not just demons and undead, right? And I remember this being a thing. I remember that change happening. I guess we can refresh food buff here as well as having a drink. But yeah, so I remember that change happening. Except if you use it on a demon or an undead, it was a guaranteed critical strike, I believe. But I have this feeling, this memory, that you could... There was a point in time at which you could use it on... You could use it on, like, elementals. The only time that really could have been would have been Burning Crusade, right? Oh, well, I guess you're going to fight that guy. Another sea spray here. No graphic. No, definitely not. Yes, you did. You tricked me into it. Well, yes, I realize that. I feel like it was like a a thing that they added, but maybe I might be thinking of Legion and the Wake of Ashes ability that we got as part of our... holy smokes, that guy scared me. No face planting so far, Graphic. I'm still too concerned with staying in one piece here, getting our stream stuff sort of balanced out. Funny thing is that these guys are giants, so we can't put them in repentance. Yeah, because there was I think there was a talent in or whatever you want to call it on the artifact weapon itself that allowed Wake of Ash, because Wake of Ashes would stun demon and undead targets. And I think there was a talent or something you could take that allowed it to also stun, I don't know, elementals, dragonkin, maybe some other things. But yes, so far, yep. You're saying there's a chance? Look at this guy over here, just smelling his own parts. Oh, he's brushing that away. Perfect. Come here. Oh, we still can't, because he's still classified as a giant, even though he's a tiny giant. Which we apparently cannot get. There we go. Yes, I still don't have plans for it, Graphic. We gotta... Nice. All right. The nice thing about this is you can actually pull them from kind of far away. This guy is actually pretty far away. Look at him go. How far down the coast are we now? Oh, we're getting pretty close. That's good. Ah, yes. In fact, I would not be surprised if Legion Classic is the last Classic expansion that they bring us. I think I may have mentioned that in your presence before. It just seems right to me. Because it was like I would, and I mean I played a little bit of Cataclysm. Jeepers. I want to get to Mop or Legion, yeah, could be. Oh, great. I feel like he pulled two there. I really don't want any part of that. Oh, we got an elemental water, which is almost useless to me. Yeah, the fact they didn't stop with Wrath suggests to me that they at least want to hit up Mists of Pandaria. It still feels funny to me that like they did Mop Remix when they did, just because it was so close to when they would have done, like if we get Mists of Pandaria next, that really just steps on the heels, right? Yeah, I know it's coming. I think it was Doyle who was reminding me of that the other day. So yeah, it's definitely like I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing that they're doing Mists Classic. Like I would be tempted to play it actually, but yeah, that's true. The Dinosaur Island was pretty popular. That was also where they had like the keys for like Lei Shen's treasure palace or something like that, right? Good. But I don't actually mind if he knocks me back, but I want to stay away from this other one. If we get two of them on us, we're going to be in trouble. Nice. Goodness. look at that later. No, let me look at it now for a second. Not going to play it as hardcore, but you will play it. Yeah, I mean, for me personally, hardcore... oh no, Estella. Yeah, the farther you get from vanilla, the less... I don't know, the less something hardcore feels. Not less dangerous necessarily, but... yeah, less something. I don't know. Just because the game is laid out so much differently, I think. Oh, wow, there's somebody swimming around up there, grabbing giants. You agree? Yeah. And I mean, I've only done hardcore in vanilla. I guess technically I might have done in early TBC, but I don't think I did. Wowzers. It still catches me off guard when that happens. Oh, so close. Come on, just hit him. That's better. Alright, bandage. Hi, Estella. Well, congratulations, Estella, by the way. You are the very first person to have chatted in... except, of course, it doesn't show up on the YouTube thing, on my thing for some reason. Why can I not get rid of that? But I see that, what on earth is that? Oh, hello, Spiked Angel. Could you go down? Yes, it shows up in the multi-chat, but for some reason it's not on the actual stream page on YouTube. But I see it there, so it must exist somewhere. I don't want to learn more. Go away. Okay. Too many windows to have open. Far too many windows to have open. There we go. And you go away, or else I'm not gonna. Last thing I want to do is run into trouble from not paying attention to my screen, which is far too easy. Oh, hello. The XP is squished, yeah. And isn't Mists of Pandaria when they first started that? Like when they did the first level, or not level squish maybe, but the gear squish I think it was. Yeah, so once by the time you get to Cataclysm, Vanilla, Burning Crusade, and Wrath, the XP is so... The XP is inflated, so the experience is so short. No, the gear squish wasn't until Warlords, maybe. I remember it was a thing. Oh, you know what? I think it was Warlords was when they squished everything down to... I got more bag space there. There's the boat. Okay. Level scaling in Legion, level squish in Shadowlands. Yeah. Level scaling. What a... Like, level scaling is like the opposite of the hardcore experience, right? Like, I mean, I suppose it guarantees that everything is a challenge, but it just feels like it would take all the fun out of it, right? Because you got to basically do everything at same level. I guess it means you don't end up with takes all the... Yeah, exactly, right? There's no sort of optimal routes except for what is you know, convenient to get to. Which I suppose, you know, would appeal to some people. No point in taking our chances here. Of course. I'm pretty sure it was ahead of Mists of Pandaria, not Mists of Pandaria, Warlords of Draenor that we got the gear thing. Because it was getting to be unmanageable, right? Like the numbers and the damage and all that stuff. Yeah, I don't know, it's been so long since I did all that stuff, I guess. So, is this where the boat is, or is it on the corner just a little... Oh, no. So, there's the doodad, there's the boat. Okay. Yay! Turn to Feathermoon Strong. Discarded knife. Okay, well, we still need more of these. What's our time left on? Oh. Okay, well, I don't mind fighting you. I just don't want it to be a surprise. It's not a surprise for me. There we go. Oh, have you done... Because you've done so many different versions of hardcore, so many different unique challenges. Have you ever done a no talents? Wow, we totally whiffed that Hammer of Wrath. If we can get him this time. Yeah, have you ever had one of them, or done one of them, or whatever you want to call it? Like, attempted that unique take on things. I think there are some. Yeah, and I mean that's the excitement, right? Yes, next talent point. And I just hit the point, like I maxed out Retribution a while ago. I just hit the point last stream where I got my first point into precision. So levels 47 and 48 are going to be very sweet because chance to hit is super important. I guess we're gonna go over a couple more elementals here. Oh, and there's another sea giant. Perfect. Yeah, I was just as I was thinking about it, you know, like you wouldn't get Seal of Command, you wouldn't get Vengeance, you wouldn't get Repentance as a paladin. There's like so many things. Like I can see like restricting yourself to one talent tree only, but like it would really up the challenge, absolutely. I think if you were gonna do that, you would have to not make it self-found. Globe of water. Fishing, I suppose. We should have just healed and then drank, but whatever. Oh, that was extra dumb. I need the food buff refreshed. Well, I know. It depends on the class, right? Mage, I think, is uniquely suited for no talent. Just because of the toolkit, right? Being able to blink, being able to slow enemies and freeze them in place gives you a lot of room to kite, right? Like you could almost do a naked, no talent, no hit mage. Don't get me wrong, it doesn't sound like fun to me, but I think you could do it. Yeah, I should eat buff food. But yes, it would not be a simple endeavor, would it? Yeah, that's true. Cold Snap is pretty huge for sure. Yeah, Ice Barrier too, or Ice. Well, Ice Block is the talent. But yeah, Ice is the ability, but yeah, Ice Barrier. Yeah, the shield for sure. That would be. That would be rough, all right. Well, that's the knife. All right, let's get zapping. Nice. That's how you want to start off the fight. I don't know. I could see maybe doing a no talents run in spread your points evenly between the trees, right? Yes. Yeah, for sure. Like if you have to, like you can't put a minimum. You can only put a minimum of. Like, if you put 5 points into one tree, then you have to use one of the other trees next. You can only put a minimum of, or a maximum of 5 trees in a row. Or 5 points per tree at a time. So, yeah, level 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. So, yeah, you'd never get beyond the 5th talent row. You know, so you could get Blessing of Kings, but you wouldn't get Blessing of Kings till you were like level, like in your 40s or 50s almost. I guess it depends. Like if you put, well, yeah, split them all between the 3 trees. That would be interesting. Yeah, you'd have to play that as a druid, right? To play a true balanced druid. It's the only way, you know. I was thinking once, because is it Mists of Pandaria when they totally transform the talents to being like rows and you just pick between 3? For some reason in my head I had thought that was Cataclysm, but it's not. Because whatever expansion that was, I could see that becoming like to take none of those talents. They were sort of half active abilities and half. Well, what do I have for the? I have 6 of them. Definitely. It was Mists, yeah. Okay. For some reason, at some point, I had thought it was Cataclysm, but okay, right. Yes, I remember that coming. So you had to get your capstone talent before you could move into the other trees, right? Because lots of people were doing like 31, whatever, like spreading out the talents. That was a big thing in. Even for paladins, it was a big thing, right? So you'd go down, you go through protection to get Blessing of Kings, and then you'd move over to Retribution, so you could get, or Seal of Command and that kind of thing. Where have all the sea giants gone? Well, speaking of. Oh, look, it's a level 49. Man, look how short we are compared to this guy. For love. Oh, wow. Those are the target dummy guys, right? That's huge. 4 of them? Arrows. Not sure what the arrows are. Oh, right. Yes, of course. Now I remember. It has been. Oh, look, getting respawns all over the place here. It's been so long since I've done Love Is in the Air Holiday. It's really not my favorite holiday. Not that it. Not because of the theme, but just because of the needing to farm stupid token things so that you can turn them into whatever they are to take to your faction leaders. And maybe that's a more modern version of it. Yeah. I remember it being not so annoying back at some point in the past. You know, sort of when I did it, because at one point I farmed the 270 tokens or whatever it was needed in order to get the pink Plane Strider mount, and then selling it on the auction house. I guess we're not the only one hunting these ores and everything, but oh, okay. Hi. What are you doing? Huh. Yep, it's definitely been a long time since we're getting kind of low on health while we fight these guys, hey? Yes, exactly, right? Like, is that a buff, like a plus 200 your HP? I guess it depends on what I guess you can only really be playing Kata, Vanilla, or Retail, right? Those are the 3 options that are currently available. Alright. We need 10 more Sea Giants here. Can they be in that there? I'm not sure. Ah, on the Priest. There you go. And I have done absolutely nothing. Double health. Oh man, that's a good deal, then, eh? There are fishing pools down here. I didn't realize that, but yeah, the Sea Giants don't come to the inlets here. We're gonna have to go up the other side of the wharf, I think. If these guys are... I've seen a few guys running around. Like, are they doing fishing, or are they trying to do the quest? I mean, not that I begrudge them either one necessarily. Just curious what they're actually here for. Armor for the Giants. Dan! How's it going, Dan? Remind me if you've been using Stream Elements, or not Stream Elements, Streamlabs or OBS Because I'm using OBS for the first time to stream today. Okay, so we're on the same page for all this stuff. Finally, after Estella's been hounding me for a year. Something about wanting to make work in the mines easier, I think, was the comment. Gonna try to start YouTube tomorrow. Yeah, I've just got it up and running, so you can actually go to my YouTube channel, and I think I can still do that. Yeah, there we go. So if you go to YouTube, you should be able to find the stream there too. Estella did, and made an emote or something that, of course, I cannot see in the chat there. It shows up here, but it doesn't show up there. And I don't get that. But you found it. There you go. Still says I have 0 concurrent viewers, so I'm not sure what the deal is there. But I'm not overly concerned about it. I just want to make sure it's running, and then I want to like listen to the VOD and stuff tonight. But if you're using OBS and you're using the Stream Elements plugin that allows you to multi-stream, it actually has a window in it that keeps track of the multi-chat. It doesn't seem to do emotes though, so that's the one thing I've noticed so far, is that emotes don't seem to play. Especially, well, whatever. Like you just don't get emotes showing up. Which is a bit of a downside for sure. But you can actually set it up with tabs. So I can look at Twitch chat, or I can switch tabs to the multi-chat that shows. And you can set it up so you can stream to, Instagram and Twitter and whatever platform you like. Okay, there's a giant. Let's get this sea spray out of the way first, though. Just so we don't get. Here, this is now that's the play. Put your back up against the wall so you don't get knockbacked. Yeah, that's the only way I've found. There are maybe other things to do, other ways to do it. Like normally, and it's currently hiding. Oh no, there's my cursor. That's right. I need to not be totally ignoring my health. Absolutely fun. Bless you, bless the kids. Have yourself a great evening and all that. Look forward to seeing you again. Bless you. That's right. Sort of a little bit like the arcane bargain that warlocks make when they summon, and this really fits well with the retail version where they can summon 1,000,000 imps. Hey, stone scale eels, very nice. We're gonna fish those for sure. But first we gotta kill us a sea giant. He's way out there in the water today. There we go. But yes, chat being the plethora of little imps running around on screen, trying to pull aggro, while I'm trying to focus on not jumping off of a cliff. Hey, Graphic, that's agents of chaos trying to break my focus, or maybe that's just Graphic. I don't know. Okay, stun. There we go. Probably didn't need to do that, but not going to feel bad about playing it safe. There we go. That's 12 residue. We're getting there. Alright, I guess. Put that on. Nice. Yes, we have an emote for that, don't we? If I can hit the right button. That's Graphic, just totally innocent. Going about your business. I totally probably missed the hook for this cast because I was busy. Oh no, there you go. Busy getting the emote out there. We need 3 more miniaturization residues and 3 more siege or whatever. 3 of each of the doodads. Oh, that's hilarious. All of the emotes that Estella played earlier, like 30 or 40 of them, animated emotes, none of them showed up in the multi-chat, but my emote showed up in the multi-chat. I'm gonna say, you're a subscriber, Graphic. Drop an emote or 2 of mine. Better yet, alternate one of mine with one of Adam's or something. Just to see if they both show up, or if it's only because I'm the streamer, or if it's only my emotes, or just to inject a little more chaos into the stream. Okay? Oh wow, we got 4 eels already, and we've still not wiped out the pool. I mean, if you can, if you feel like it, that would sort of help me test. It's all about testing today. Well, there's my exorcism. But yes, the other 2 did not show up. So only my emotes show up so far in the multi-stream. And maybe there's a setting for that I can change. But that is odd. At least it seems odd to me. And I don't have any animated emotes to test that. But it must only show mine because, yeah. There we go. Well, I mean, we need some of these guys here. That's a sea spray, too. Alright, food buff. Gotta have a food buff. Yes, yeah, I think there's a way to add that in, but it will probably only include the Twitch chat. Because I can just copy the widget from Streamlabs and should be able to add it as a web source. What I really need is I need someone on Twitch to follow me. Hint, hint. Anybody out there who's not following me. Just so that I can see if the Twitch alerts... I mean, Twitch alerts include follows, subscriptions, bits, all that stuff. But I'm not asking for anything that's going to cost you money. I'm just asking, like, unfollow again right away if you want to. I just want to know if we will get a Twitch alert through, like, of that to show up and play the audio cue and all that stuff. Because it should be set up, but it may not play the audio like it's supposed to either. So we had the same issue with Blurb not playing audio cues until we adjusted their setting or 2, and I wish I could figure out what setting that was. We totally resisted that Frostbolt. I love it. So close. Hit him. Nice. Let's just back to... Yeah, that's the number one thing I want to fix. Writing it down now so I don't forget. Because yes, it was actually very nice having that on the stream. Ultimately, I suppose it lets the YouTube chat also see what the Twitch chat is writing, although it doesn't probably do the reverse. Right? Oh yeah. You mean my question to the chat, or about the dual chats? So, once you install the extension, Dan, that allows you to multi-stream. Oh, there's a guy. There is a... Like, you can integrate, so you can... There doesn't seem to be one strictly for YouTube chat, or at least if there is, I haven't found it. But there is an actual multi-chat setting you can enable, so it integrates all the chats together. The only issue I've seen so far is that it doesn't seem to play emotes that are not doesn't seem to show emotes that are not my emotes. So Graphic, you can see a little bit above there where Graphic had played my exorcism emote and then a couple of other an animated emote and another thing that doesn't show up in the multi-chat. That's a little bit of a downside, and there might be a setting you can change for that. But I actually have it set up so that I can look at Twitch chat separately, or I can look at the multi-chat. I assume there should be a thing that we can add that will allow YouTube chat to show up as well in the ticker, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, there's a tab actually at the top that says all chats, or it can just bring up YouTube chat. Okay. Yeah, there's a Stella in the YouTube chat with what looks like a little cookie monster doing the face. But for some reason it doesn't show up on the YouTube player on the side that I have there, which seems kind of odd to me. Hey, Sea Giant. 2 Sea Giants. What's better than 1 Sea Giant? 1 Sea Giant. You don't want to be fighting 2 of them at the same time. Even if you can zap them both. There's a 30-second cooldown, so I don't really think you can. But yeah, the OBS interface gives you a lot, like, and I've noticed too, like there's a lot of, like, I've got a lot of windows crammed in here. I've got an activity feed window, I've got the Twitch stream information window, I've got integrated chat, I've got my scenes, I've got the sources for each scene, I've got one in the center for like the Stream Elements control center, which doesn't have anything attached to it. So I've got one for audio, I've got the basic streaming controls, I've got one for my scene transitions, and I've got a Stream Elements multi-stream thing that shows each of the platforms I'm currently streaming to. So there is a lot going on in this window. Way more than there was when I was just using Streamlabs. Which I think is why Streamlabs has remained as popular as it has, because it's... I want to say it's more user-friendly, because Streamlabs is, kind of advertises itself as the, as the plug-and-play thing, which I suppose is true. But having used Streamlabs for a couple of years now, switching to OBS is not really... It doesn't really feel like much more work. It's just... what? I don't like that. Now our zapper's on cooldown. Thank goodness he didn't pull. I'm not even sure I want to try this guy again. I mean, I will, because I'm stubborn like that, but yikes. Yeah, I was actually debating if I might do a test stream, like, tonight, like, after the boys are in bed and everything. But we'll see. We'll see what I get sorted out here. And we'll see if there's anything more I want to test, really. Okay. Yeah, that guy is totally bugged. So we're going to leave him be. The elemental, perfect. Frost resist. There's another one. Of course we picked the level 49 fight. Yeah, there's another CJ, so that's good. 60? Why are we only doing... why are we doing so little damage to these guys? Okay, we're doing glancing blows. The sea elementals can block. Yeah, because he's that much higher than me, I guess that makes sense. Glancing blow. I always forget about that, like, because you can score glancing blow. That's one of the reasons taking on a level 10 enemy when you're level 15, like, is so easy, because you end up dealing glancing blows to them. Alright, go this way and keep drinking our... Is that a sea spray? Nope. Another sea elemental, of course. Yeah. Now that I'm low on mana... Yeah, there's a number of settings on the YouTube side that... Oh my goodness, this guy is kicking my butt. Okay, we are not sticking around for this. Thank you. Yeah, that did not go very well. For whatever reason, that guy did not want to play around. Alright, well, I'm not sure if I want to... He's not fighting anybody, but it looks like he is. I'm going to see if I can sneak farther up here. Yeah, one of the other things it doesn't show me that I'm used to seeing is I'm used to seeing the view count. Which is... And I'm not obsessed with the view count. I'm not particularly concerned about the view count. I'm just used to seeing it as all, so... That guy. 47. Alright, we're gonna fight you. Of course it's a sea spray. Oh look, there's more giants on the beach. Or farther up the beach. It's hard to believe that all of the enemies we've been fighting have been at least +1 to us. Wow, we totally whiffed. And totally got... pushback. Alright, well, let's get the one in the water and see how that goes. Hopefully our zapper is not... There we go. Still don't have a lot of mana. Zapper doesn't use mana, does it? Yeah, I almost... Oh, the other thing you'll want to do, Dan, if you haven't yet, is go into your YouTube... Like, I'm assuming you have a YouTube channel set up. This guy's kind of doing some damage here, too. Let me pay attention here, but... Remind me, there was something I was going to tell you about YouTube streaming. Man, you got parried, like, several times there. I'm not taking the chance here, but I can't even do a full flash of light. Hit him! Oh, I have no mana. I have a... I was gonna say, do I have a mana potion? Hey, there we go. We're done with that. Okay. I really feel like I should, and drink here. Right, so what happened for me, because I had never streamed on YouTube before, is because... So last night while I was finishing I guess... I decided not to stream yesterday so that I could mess around with this and see what... Because I had to set up my scenes and everything as well. Oh dear. We just need two more water elementals, of course, but we're going to go back over to the other side for this. So yeah, right before I was going to make supper after, I went to YouTube because you have to connect, like Stream Elements has to be given permission to like log into YouTube, and same like it does to stream to Twitch. Like you just need to authorize the app on the computer to access like Twitch, so you can output there. But because I had never streamed to Twitch and I had never been to the streaming page, like the page that controls streaming, I had to request permission from YouTube to stream, and it immediately put me in like a 24-hour countdown to be able to stream. You've done it? Okay. So I didn't think I was going to get to stream to YouTube today because the countdown was still on. When I got in there this morning, like before lunch, it seemed to say it was good to go, and apparently we're streaming. So, but I'm not sure why it does that. But apparently it does. Now let's hit him. Still nothing. Anyway, yeah, that seemed useful information to know if it's not something you've come across yet. We still need two more doodads. Of course, all the water elementals down here are going to be dead. I thought that was floating wreckage for a minute. I was getting excited for no reason, apparently. Right, well, let's turn in the one anyway. Make sure
I got what you need.
Zapped Giants. Here we go.
Keep it real.
Zorbin's Mega Slicer.
Glad I could help.
Not picking up again with the Zap Giants. All you get from that is reputation, so... Nappa. I just need a water elemental. Where are they all, eh? Oh, we did get... I was going to say, did we not get any experience? But we got 44. Period. Really? People are, like, farming these water elementals for something? They can't just be doing the quest I'm doing, can they? I guess it's ultimately about reputation for... what do we get? Oh, Steam Weedle Cartel, right. There's some here, so we'll grab more food. Okay. Hey, you, come here. There we go. Ah. Nice. That's what I like to see. Just a amount of damage. Now all you need to do is drop me, what you got? Watery core, or whatever it is. What are they called? Water elemental. That's not a water elemental core. Can't see why these ones down here wouldn't drop it. The other ones did, and they're the same enemy, basically. There we go. Critical strike, very nice. Melee. Judge and reseal. Dodge. Resist. Melee attack. Parry. Oh, wow, we actually got mist and stuff. The seal of the Crusader fell off. Wow. Come on, hit him. There we go. Nice. We are plowing through a lot of food here. But I guess it doesn't really matter. But what does matter is that they're not dropping their cores. Must have a lower drop chance or something. Or I want to fight the sea spray over there if I can avoid it. So let's just go for this guy here. Hello, Mr. Sea Elemental. Would you mind if I extracted your watery elemental core without the use of violence or coercion? It would really help me finish this quest. And then get to my quest here, or get myself to max level to complete this challenge. Hey! Apparently all you gotta do is ask nice. Argue with enemies and persuade them? Yeah. Well, that sounds suspiciously like the sort of thing you might be able to do in a game like Baldur's Gate, hey Estella? No, I know there are games where you can do that. It would be interesting in World of Warcraft for sure. But then you'd have to, instead of putting talent points in your damage abilities, you'd have to put talent points into persuasion. Like pickpocketing, right? Like I said, maybe I'm wrong, but I assume that's in some version of Baldur's Gate, whether it's, you know, first game or not. Alright. This sea spray we can handle as long as we're facing away. So we do get knocked back, not getting knocked back. Pardon me, Mr. Sea Spray. I would very much like to extract your watery elemental core to turn into a certain goblin nearby, who would then give me XP and possibly some silver. I know it's a bit of an inconvenience for you, but I would really find that it helps me. No? Well, there. I think something like that is possible in Fallout. Could be, could be. I know, like, in some of the Elder Scrolls game, there's, like an Intimidate option or something like that. In some of the dialogue trees and things. Wouldn't surprise me if that sort of thing existed in, like, Red Dead Redemption. Right? I'm pretty sure even in Star Wars The Old Republic, there were some quests like that where you could choose to, like, you know, well, and there was a lot of that, I suppose, with the whole light side, dark side thing, where you could, like, choose to beat enemies into submission or, like, frighten them into obeying you and stuff. Hey, there we go, we're done. On your way to Stormwind to throw petals at players. Let me guess, you're looking for a female Tauren rogue. Is that the certain class that you need? I seem to remember that being a difficult one. Gnome, Warlock, and Dwarf Hunter. Okay, well, just a guess. Night Elf Priest. Fair enough, fair enough. How many of them do you need? More than I thought, I guess. Well, that's alright. Just imagine if you had the option to up your persuasion in WoW by foregoing your fighting options in the skill tree with a hugely complicated quest line, but then you could gather a few friends, do a raid in Blackrock Depths, and not kill any bosses, and then just persuade you to give them the loot. Yeah, I know. There's a bunch of them, Dan. The one I got stuck on was finding or no, it wasn't a Tauren rogue. What was it? A female dwarf rogue. I don't know if the genders matter nowadays. They did once upon a time. Maybe it was a troll rogue. Maybe.
Interesting.
Fuel for the zap.
Be good.
Oh, we get a hat. Not a hat I want to wear, but it's a hat.
Have a good one.
Have a good one. Got anything for sale? Hey! Vendor, here, buy your stuff back, please. That's the one in the achievement? Maybe that's what it is. You know how I ended up doing that? Dan? I went to the troll starting zone with my Paladin, and my brother-in-law created a brand new troll rogue on that server for me, so that there would be a troll rogue there. Talk about cheesing it, hey? Yep. I mean, this was like the last day of the event, too, right? Like, I had been trying just naturally. Like, I had been doing it the way you're supposed to. Yeah, I don't need any of these items per se. I do... Oh, can we get on the boat in a hurry? That'd be fantastic. I do want to get back there and turn in this one thing, so... There we go. Much better. But yes, it's absolutely a very cheesy... Oh, what did I do? There we go. Yes, it was not the intended way of completing that achievement. But that was the last thing I needed for the meta achievement. And so, you know, that must have been in Cataclysm, because before that I wasn't playing on the same server as my brother-in-law. But yes, that was Now that would be much more complicated, right? Between layers and phases and all kinds of other things like that. It would be much more difficult to sort of cheese it in that fashion. So you got the troll rogue already, hey? I'm surprised they didn't add like any of the allied races. Or does a Zandalari troll count as a troll? I don't even know if Zandalari trolls can be rogues. I assume they can, but I'd assume that anything a regular troll can. No, they don't count, hey? I guess that's not too much of a shock. Careful with that. Careful with your phrasing there, Dan. But we're going the long way around. I forgot about that. On the boat. That's all right. Not sure I want to go into that cave now anyway. It's a big cave. I should have checked to see what level the guys were before we went by it, but I guess we could go back and check. I guess we could go do the warlocks instead. Oh, and the Yeti hides are... Those would actually probably be... Oh, wreckage. Mark of quality. There it is. Oh, I don't know. It might not be easier. But I guess we will see. Okay, it was somebody in the lodge build. I think you mean the main races, Dan. I think that's what you mean. The non-allied races, right? Is there one for Worgen? Like, I know you said there's one for Brunei, so it must have, they must have added that when Wrath came along. Yeah, it's in this. nope. Apparently it's this one. There we go.
Greetings.
Here's the discarded knife. I believe that this is Rascal's knife. You say you found it at the bottom of the water along with his boat. While just the knife's discovery might not be enough to connect this to Rascal's disappearance. We do, however, have an unconventional option available to us to try and learn more. Have I heard of psychometry? Probably, because I've done this quest before, but I do not remember the word.
Del Madres.
Stronghold's resident druid, Quintus Jonespire. Ah, good old Quintus. Has some unusual skills. One of them involves psychometry, or psychometry. The ability to reveal an item's history by touch. Don't ask me how he does it. I chalk it up to magic I do not and choose not to understand. I do know, however, two things. One, I've seen it work, and two, the bum owes me. Take the knife to Quint. In his little treehouse there. Boy, this guy is not the most fond of Quintus. Tell him for me that his Kalimdor Hold'em debt will be paid if he works his mojo on the knife. Oh dear. That's a poker joke. That means it has to be the quest has to have originated with our good friend Baba Share Show, aka Sean Carnes, aka Raku, aka the 8% kid. Sorry, I'm dropping too many. We gotta do the thing here. There we go. We gotta give Baba the shout out. He doesn't stream these days. He promises me he's coming back. But if you have not followed Baba, follow Baba. He taught me everything I know about streaming, which isn't true, but it sounds good.
Shut up.
But he's a good guy, and one of the original quest designers for Vanilla World of Warcraft, and would have designed this. He's a big poker fan, so just the fact that that quest mentions Kalimdor Hold'em, you know, as opposed to Texas Hold'em or whatever, tells me that he had a hand in this quest. And I also know that he created Quintus Jonespire. So shout out to Baba. Respect. Miss you. Come back soon. Hey, it's Quintus Jonespire.
What brings you here?
The knife revealed.
Go in peace.
Jinro sent you. My psychometric readings are fairly draining on the psyche, but so are my losses at Kalimdor Hold'em. They call me king of the bad beats here in the stronghold. Unlucky at cards, lucky at mastering the secrets of nature. Anyway, of course I'll do it. This may be just the breakthrough we need to uncover Rascal's fate. If you would hand me the knife, we can get started.
Good luck, friend.
Good luck, friend. While psychometry isn't an exact art by any stretch, I've used it in times past to give insight into situations that others have chalked up to lost causes. I think using it on the knife you've uncovered will give us a glimpse into what happened. It'll only take a moment to do, but it isn't what I'd call a caster-friendly task. Bear with me on that. He's a druid, and he says, bear with me. Baba, you knew what you were doing. And I am down for it. Well played, sir. Well played. Where is it? Where is it? There it is.
Hey, you're as funny as Fuzzy Bear.
Waka waka.
There you go. All right, complete the quest.
Farewell.
I need to focus my energies onto this knife. By doing so, I should catch some of the stronger psychic impressions associated with it. There we go. He just casted a Paladin healing spell, so I can do the same thing. Oh, we even healed him. See? You should feel better now. That's a sound. That's a sound that played. I like that sound. That's usually the, hey, there it is. It's Stat Phantom! I know that, account. Welcome, Stat! I hope you're well. Why does that keep pausing on me? I don't know. Anyways, yes, welcome. I hope you're well. And finally caught one of my streams. Yes. Well, that's good to hear. You've caught me while things are in flux. This is my very first stream with OBS. I've been using Streamlabs up until this point. So actually, hearing, as I clap and cause the mic to peek out, your follow notification has helped me to test and know that follow notification sounds are coming through. The question is, did you guys in chat hear the Uther voice line? Well met. Or did you not? Because if you didn't hear it and I did, then we have to sort something out. But if you did in fact hear it, then we are good to go, which would be a relief. But yes, welcome. Glad to have you here. And I still have not streamed the RP, although it's on my list of things perhaps to do in the future. You weren't paying too much attention? Fair enough. I mean, there was a little graphic that popped up in the bottom right of the corner here. But it should have played, but I can always go back and check on the VOD. In fact, I am going to drop a stream marker right now so that I can go back and do that. Yeah, no worries, no worries. It will at least allow me to know when I go back and check what happened to see if it happens. But welcome, and thank you very much for the follow. That puts me one away from our Twitch follower goal. Again, hint, hint for anyone else who might be watching. Yeah, no worries, no worries. I know, you can't always be paying attention to everything on the screen at once. And especially if you just got here and hit the follow button right away. It may not have loaded in for you fast enough. But that's okay. That is okay. I will be able to see what happened, and that is good. Let's find out the psychometric reading. A little wobbly. Rascal takes 2 large leather backpacks from his boat. Oh, and goes inland. Oh, yes, the Woodpaw Knolls. That's it. He's very worried, almost terrified, so much so that he's not paying attention to water elementals forming behind him. Oh, no. We're going to go back to Jinro here. Oh, and of course it starts to rain. How ominous. Whew. All right, let's go talk to Jinro. He's gonna cancel his gambling debt. Oh, okay, so you've only started streaming recently yourself? Oh, that's the doorbell, guys. I gotta go for a sec. Alrighty. Pardon me for that, guys. Yeah, someone we were expecting to pick something up, but it's all good there. Oh, that rain is kind of loud, isn't it? Just started... Oh, yes, you already said that. Oh, hi, buddy. Was wondering why you hadn't stopped in yet. Not now. We're going to eat upper hour and a half. You can't watch 2 movies when you get home from school, isn't there? Yes. No. Hard enough, Dan. Hard enough. I mean, you're using a macro to do it. Think about, you know, back in the olden days when I had to do it. There were no macros for that kind of stuff. You just had to keep your eyes peeled. Love you. Not super happy with me. You can't use the macro for... Oh, okay, right, because well, that's why you have the Night Elf and the Draenei and whatever other... yeah, the... so you've only streamed RP for WoW stat. That's interesting. Well, that's alright. I mean, RP is good content. I didn't realize until a couple of years ago that it was as popular on Twitch as it is. And then, yeah, switching to another game at the end of the stream just to kind of relax and chill out. That's fair.
How may I help?
Roscoe can hold his own in a fight, and Knowles aren't anything that would get him worried, nay, terrified. Still, maybe you and yours can act on this new information and make the breakthrough we desperately need.
Dear Nutters.
Search the Woodpaw Knoll camp of southern Ferelas for evidence of the courier's belongings. The courier himself. Yay, we got another quest. Not that we needed another quest. I think we're just going to go work on some Yetis for now. Is the boat over there? I did want to check if we can use these elemental waters and things. They need them for a quest at all. If I could type properly, that would help. Elemental water. What was the other one? Globe of water. I feel like they're not used in all that much stuff, but contained in fission gathered from reagent 4. Oh, greater frost protection potion. So we want to hang on to this elemental water. For greater frost. Okay, that's good. See, that's why I'm looking this stuff up. It's also an objective of a shaman quest. And then the globe of water. Reagent for chanting, tailoring, ultra safe transporter gadget zan. Interesting. The globe of water we do not need for anything. Objective of desert survival kits. Oh, that's a level 60 quest. Okay. No worries then. The elemental water we want to keep. The globe of water we can dispense with. Sell to somebody. I guess to the guy over there where we opened up the vendor. Time to go swim in the rain. Just swimming in the rain. Glorious feeling. Hey! Thank you, Dan, for that YouTube subscription. Now while we're swimming here, I get to go dangerously look and see if that shows up anywhere. Hey! Vale says hi and subbed. Awesome. There's no notification for it as far as I can tell, other than it saying it in the chat. Thanks. That's fantastic. For some reason, everybody's chats in YouTube show up in orange, which is fine, I guess. But yeah, I'm definitely going to have to set the latency to super low for YouTube, because right now I'm on the YouTube player. I'm still standing there. Back on the island, But yes, thank you very much for that YouTube sub, which is basically the same as a Twitch follow, so that you can now see when I go live. On YouTube. But yes, discoverability on Twitch is absolutely horrible. But if anything, it's probably worse even on YouTube. I don't even know. Like, the only time I've watched live streams on YouTube have been church live streams that had their live streaming set up via YouTube rather than because there isn't really a good channel for it or whatever you want to call it on Twitch. Although there are a couple of sort of churches that do make use of Twitch for their streaming platform, which is neat. Obviously, they're more sort of geared towards younger people, but yeah, I mean, there's lots of options there. But I have very little experience with YouTube streaming. I just know that it's another avenue, and you know, branching out is never a bad thing. You can't find less people by doing this. Hey, look, there's the boat. I must have just gotten out ahead of it or something. Firefin snapper, yeah, so nobody's fishing these firefin snappers. Oh, they're still halflings.
Got the best deals anywhere.
Alrighty, off we go then. Uploaded a Balatro video just to share on Discord. No edits or anything. For some reason it got 1,200 views with active comments. Yeah. Yes, my most popular, no, my second most viewed short on YouTube is a 15-second clip of me trying to run up the same hill 3 times. Clipped by Graphic, of course. It's got like 9,000 views or something, whereas I usually average like 700 or 800. You know, I shouldn't say average 700 or 800. My usual max is like 700 or 800. So literally like 15 times the detail. I mean, 15 times the viewers, which is just nuts. I mean, part of the reason is probably because it's short, right? It's only 15 seconds. Instead of the usual, like, minute most of my clips are. 'Cause it's usually a clip of me fighting something, right? So, Paladins don't ever down enemies in a hurry. Not the apes, meaning. Where are we going? Oh, yeah, this is still the right area. We need to go a little bit south of this. There we go. 46, so those are the right... Oh, great. I've been age AoE grinding these guys. That kind of looks like here. Don't you think the title? Oh, could be. Yeah, see, everybody's farming these guys. Yeah, and because Balatro is such a new game, and didn't it win Game of the Year at the Game Awards, I think? So that in itself is like a huge deal. Golden Samson, do I ever want this herb? Right here. Yes, please. Okay. We got a little food buff going on here, but I don't want to stand in here too long. But, oh, see, there's a respawn right there behind me. Come on, food buff. There we go. I mean, there is a Khadgar's Whisker over here as well. Oh, Indie Game of the Year. That's right. That's right. I knew it won. I knew it won like top in some category. I just couldn't remember what it was. But yeah, that in itself is going to kind of make it more more easily discovered, right? Because it's a very, very popular, well-known, I guess you'd call it, thing. And by all accounts, a good game. I have not played it at all. I don't really enjoy roguelike stuff all that much, generally speaking. Oh, so much nicer that it's quiet in here. I do not, however, want to fight too many of these guys at once either. Just one respawned outside. Perfect. Oh, right. Astrobot was Game of the Year, right? Which was another huge, hugely popular game. 90% of the votes are from their community. I'm not really sure how it works for the Game Awards. I was under the impression that it was a little bit like the Academy Awards in that there was like a panel involved. But I could be wrong. I watched somebody streaming it, but I don't really know enough about the awards proper to know for sure. 10% from the audience. Okay. Oh, sorry. No, I'm reading that wrong. You think Wukong should have been Game of the Year? Steel lockbox of all the. There's no way for us to open that. So it may as well have been a silver 50. Yeah, no, I just misread that because I'm obviously trying not to die. Oh, good, another respawn. Right. So yeah, how much of that is like because of who's on the panel? And how much of that is based on, like, not to say that the award results are paid for, right, or anything like that, but all of those things. Hello, enraged sloth, eh? Or there's a lot of them in here. These shouldn't be too hard to get what we're looking for. And thank goodness these guys don't run away either. That's a huge help. So yeah, I mean, anytime there's anything like that, there's always the... Right, yeah, it's hard to say, oh, you're just hard-thing out of here, are you, buddy? Guess I can't really blame you. You're a warrior. Yeah, this is a little bit like the Lord Shalzaru cave, where they're super packed together, but their aggro range is actually pretty small. There's evidence it's been paid for in the past. Could be. Again, I'm not doubting you. I just haven't seen anything to do with it before. Their toes just. Quick drink here. Yeah, these guys don't drop their hides a lot. Great place to be if you're a skinner. I am not anymore. Yes, whether it's because I mean, and the other thing is that like it's only a subset of the gaming community that sort of contributes to the conversation too. Although I did think that the production of it was pretty well handled this year. Not that I've ever really watched it in the past, but it seemed like it was well done. But yeah, I don't know about mean, I've never, like, Wukong is sort of like a Souls-like game. That's what they would probably classify it as, right? Which is a genre that doesn't appeal to me, so... Of course, I say that having never played one either, so that's... Take that with a grain of salt, too. Hey, now we're getting somewhere. Used to watch it for the announcements. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's true. There is a lot of announcements and advertising and stuff that goes into it too. Yeah, or they're announcing something that's like still like 5 years out. So why are you announcing it now? Exactly. Star Ruby and another superior healing potion. If I wasn't an alchemist, I would be super excited about potion swapping. As an alchemist, sort of like the, well, I mean, they're like E3 too, right? Was like that. It was a big event, but it was as much about the announcements. No, it isn't? Okay. Huh. Oh. Hulking Feral Scar. Wow. They just spawned in those two as well, so... Let's be careful we don't get too... way closer to God of War. Okay. I can see how some people could get that impression from, like, watching gameplay or something. Especially if it's sort of seemed like it was very strategic or sort of cinematic in the same way, I guess. But that kind of game also doesn't particularly appeal to me, so there's that. I guess. I mean, I've heard good things about it as a game. I mean, you don't get to be nominated for Game of the Year without being a pretty decent game, hey? They just leveled up. Oh, okay, like stun locks and crowd control kind of things. Well, that's fair. I wanna fight the hulking Feral Scar. I feel like they're slightly the sounds more intimidating, so therefore it should have the enemy more. I mean, I say it's not my style of game, having not really ever played that style of game before. But I mean, the reason I haven't played that style of game is because I feel like it doesn't interest me. So it could be just sort of a self-fulfilling prophecy sort of thing. There we go, the Yeti hide. We're halfway done. This is a cave layout. Feel is not one I'm terribly familiar with. Oh, invisible wall. Yeah, that's always frustrating in a game that has sort of exploration content like that. Can't help but kind of hang out by the door here. I mean, World of Warcraft doesn't have too many issues with that, but I know other games do. It's one thing if you're sort of using them as a necessary thing to prevent people from, you know, like, I want to say, like, not scamming your game, but cheesing your game too much, right? The Long Dark, which is a survival game, if you're not familiar with it, I've got a lot of hours in it, but yeah, they use invisible walls to prevent you from taking advantage of, like, vertical. So instead of, like, because the geometry allows for a certain amount of, like, not wall walking, but taking advantage of very slight. Like you can walk sort of down a very, very steep. It's not sheer, right? So you don't drop. It's not an overhang, but it's just enough that you can, like, crouch and go slowly and not fall. So they have implemented death walls in some of the places where that was being really exploited. And you can still do it in a lot of areas too, but if I did want to try those types of games, then those two are great starting points. Wowzers, just get melted by the spaghetti. Of course he didn't drop me anything, but you know. They aren't punishing like Souls-like, but they have great story. Doesn't get repetitive? Yeah. That's fair. Is there sort of almost like oh. I guess no. I was kind of afraid of that. That's okay. We can, as long as you don't get one from behind. Should be good. This guy was so we should just from one of these two has to drop. I think, right? Apparently not. That's alright, though. Alright. Hello, Ryan. That's a great question that I have a Twitch command that would answer for you, except that you're not watching me on Twitch, which is not your fault. This is the very first time I have streamed to YouTube as I whack my desk and shake the camera. There's a difference between a priest and a pastor, and some of it is semantics. So I am not Catholic, so I am not, and don't get me wrong, there are other Christian denominations that use the term priest, but that's sort of the number one misconception that I would want you to have. So I am. This guy just wants to charge at me. No, I'm not a priest. I am not currently employed by a church either. But I do have religious training. I spent 15 years pastoring Protestant churches in Saskatchewan, Canada. And so yes, the answer is no, but yeah. No, the answer is not no, but yes. The answer is no, but sort of. Which is a fair question, which is why I have a Twitch chat command that answers that question. But yes, I pastored 3 different churches over the span of 15 years before some life and family situations, including having a son with disabilities, kind of made it impractical to continue on in that line of work, but well, I am not, nor have I ever been a priest, but for those without sort of a lot of religious experience, there is often some confusion between what that means. What's the difference between a pastor and a priest? Both from a practical point of view. Like, for example, Catholic priests don't get married, right? So I've been married for 20, coming up on 23 years in May here, and have 3 kids. So not a priest. And again, as I say, there are certain other Protestant groups that would call their clergy priests as well. Any advice? Oh my goodness. That's a broad question. Any advice? Oh, more Khadgar's Whisker? Yes. My advice is if you play World of Warcraft, play a Paladin. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, I'm not kidding. That is my advice. Especially if you're playing hardcore. But that's not life advice. That's gaming advice. Goodness. I don't know. I mean, make the tools work for you. Like if you're talking about faith, if you're talking about getting to know Jesus, like always play a hunter. Yeah, Jackie would agree with you, Graphic, but I'm biased towards paladins. Always have been. But yes, I was going to say, as far as that goes, like, make the tools work for you, right? When you're talking about translations of the Bible from ancient languages into modern languages, there are so many options, right? And while from a theological perspective, some of them are slightly better than others, that doesn't mean that... It doesn't mean that there are really bad ones out there. Right? Like when I first came to be interested in faith when I was like my parents grew up in the United Church in Canada here, and so I had some small exposure to like Sunday school for a couple of years when I was little, and so I had been given early on a Good News translation of the Bible, which is like it's not a kid's Bible, but it is very simple, very plain English, which is a good thing, especially for somebody who's just like has no experience with it. Now, after 30 some years of being a believer and being a pastor and preaching and all of that stuff, I'm a big fan of the New American Standard translation, which isn't to say that it's perfect. It's certainly not. But I appreciate the language it uses. I'm a strong reader. I like reading, and so because it uses I hate to say like a more advanced English, but because it like the Good News Bible is like a grade, like is geared for like grade 5 level reading, right? So if you oh, can't back up too far. It looks like we're gonna get it. So let's try and oh look, we're low on mana too. This is good. Not gonna have no wrath. It's a mana hog. Okay, we're good. I'm still not gonna get distracted by trying to. Not that I don't want to answer your question. This is a hardcore character, Ryan. So if I die, my level 46 character gets deleted. Oh, look, and see, this is why I was at least mildly concerned. I want to eat, drink something here. But yeah, so there's a lot of tools. There's a lot of, like, Bible translations are one of the tools. But in terms of, like, devotional books, in terms of religious reading, like, I don't want to ask, like, personal questions per se too much either, but it would help me somewhat to know, like, are you coming from a more Catholic perspective? Are you coming from a non-religious atheist background? And I don't need to know, like, the denomination that you attend in the city you live in or anything, but the more information I have, the more sort of useful information I can give you, I guess. You know, like there are some very good like religious reading books that What's dishonorable about shaman? Oh, okay, yes. But yeah, like find what works for you in that sense, right? If English is your second language, don't try and read the English Bible unless you know you really want to make that part of your English learning experience. But come on, we only need 3 more of these suckers. Man, this key notice I am not familiar. You are back. Hi, bud. Who loves you? Your mama, yeah. What about me? Hey, no. Don't make him jump. I'm trying to drink. Make him jump. I'll stop drinking. Wasted the water. You can have a drink of my water. My real life water. There you go.
Yes.
I know. I'm gonna make it in a little bit here. Brought up Catholic. Yeah. And I don't have a lot of experience with Catholicism. So it's hard for me to comment too deeply on anything. There are absolutely Protestant denominations that would be, thank you, bud. It would be much more sort of leaning towards that strict side of things. Yes, you can have. Hey, turkey. Put the lid back on. There you go. The more older you get, the more connected you become. Yeah, and that's a thing that does happen for people. I mean, it's not a guarantee. Right, mister. But, yeah, so I mean, there are some people that will tell you that their favorite translation of the Bible is the only translation of the Bible that you can read. Like I said, I don't have a lot of experience with Catholicism. I think there's a lot of useful and valid things in that tradition. I do struggle a little bit with the... And again, it's going to depend on which... I don't want to say which side of Catholicism, but... like there are those who are you know, they're Catholic at Easter and Christmas time, and the rest of the year, you know, their Catholicism really doesn't play any role in their day-to-day lives. And I'm not saying that to condemn anyone or to judge them or to put them down. It's just it's a reality, right? They grew up Catholic, and so they have family that's Catholic, and so they have some. We're gonna end up in a situation where we're fighting too hard here. Maybe not. Oh, good. We only need 1 more. Wait, you patroller, come back. But yes, there are those who are part of the Catholic Church who would consider themselves like Catholic Pentecostal, right? Who would very closely hold to the the Holy Spirit not only dwells in each one of us, but empowers us specifically in day-to-day life. And so there's these two extremes, right, within Catholicism, as there are in a lot of religious circles, right? You know, there are because there are different personalities, there are different takes on religious practice and religious systems. the best advice I guess I can give you, regardless of your background or your previous experience with Catholicism or other denominations, is read what the Bible says for yourself. And which isn't to say don't accept outside input. But read it for yourself. Try and make sense of it at face value. If you have questions, don't turn to the internet. But there are good resources out there. There are commentaries, they're generally called, that provide extra insight into understanding the context, right? Because a lot of what happens in the Old Testament or even in the New Testament has to do with things from Jewish people and traditions that are thousands of years out of date, and unless you have a background in Middle Eastern history, aren't necessarily going to make sense to you, right? Especially some of the, like some of the things you read in the Old Testament that just seems so foreign to our ways of thinking in modern times. A lot of times we look at a book like the Bible and we want answers to historical questions like where was this? How many people were involved? Like we want to read it like a history book, and it's not a history book. It's not a textbook. It's a book of religious instruction, and it's a book of the history of God interacting with His creation. So it doesn't read like a history book, right? I've said before, like there are those who would. There's my number one piece of advice graphic. Do not ask AI advice about spiritual matters. That is my number one piece of life advice for you and Ryan and anyone else. Just don't go there. Just don't. There's this debate, where some people insist that the creation of the world had to take place in 6 consecutive 24-hour periods, beginning with it was evening and it was morning the first day. And then there are people who would say, that Genesis is purely poetry and it's not meant to be taken literally. And there are well-meaning people on both sides of that debate who get hung up on the debate between whether their point of view or the other point of view is right, and argue about it to the exclusion of asking the question, how does this affect me? Right? Like, what does this mean for my life and for what I believe about the world around me? Whether or not it took place in 144 hours or something else is secondary to the question of God having been the originator of everything, and having a deeply vested interest in the lives of each person in the world. Right? Does the literalist interpretation of the 6 24-hour periods have anything meaningfully to say about spiritual matters? Sure it does. Does the poetic, not so literal take on things speak to different issues? Yes, but are both of those issues relevant and meaningful? I think they are. And I think by understanding both perspectives and sort of walking a middle road between the two and saying, yes, like if we believe that God is 100, yeah, right? Like perfect graphic, perfect. You always know the right take. No, I hear you. That's Those are the words I spoke, and that's the place your mind went. Buddy Cop film, right? No, that's a good one. Yeah, no worries, Stat. You take care. Thanks for being here. And look forward to seeing you maybe later this evening in some roleplay shenanigans. But yeah, take care. Be safe, both in game and out. And yeah, hope you can stop by again. What was I saying? Yes, you should know by now, Graphic, that I don't take anything along those lines particularly seriously. I'm just glad that that you're happy to stick around for the conversation, even if it's not something that you've ever sort of wanted to ask. But how do I wrap that up? I guess like there's all kinds of things like that. Like there's religious debates that you know, whichever side of the coin you fall on doesn't invalidate your faith, right? It doesn't mean that you're not, you know, saved. It doesn't mean that you're not loved and cared about by your creator. It just means that you have a different take on things, a different perspective on one small question. I mean, is it you know, is the literal creation account, you know, is that what, you know, when your life finally comes to an end, like, is that the question that God is going to ask you? Do you believe that I created the heavens and the earth in 6 literal days? No, that's not the question that God is going to ask, right? You know, like there will be people on both sides of that debate in the kingdom of heaven when we get there. Oh, you're looking at your book that you got yesterday. Nice. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying you may or may not, you know, be invested in the conversation, but you're not tuning it out just because the conversation is happening. No worries. You're right, it doesn't, and I mean, I'm surprised it doesn't come up more often while I'm streaming. And I mean, it does come up, but it's not like it comes up every day, or even. I don't think it probably even comes up once a month. Maybe that will change with having YouTube in the mix, which is fine. I'm more than happy to talk about it. I mean, it's not the exclusive focus of the channel, obviously. Anybody who's been around for a couple of streams knows that much. But I'm always happy to talk about it if somebody has questions. So. Yeah. I would probably leave it at that. I mean, find a good translation that makes sense to you, that is at the appropriate reading level. Don't be afraid to ask a priest, ask a pastor, ask somebody with some more training or experience that might be able to help you understand something. And don't be afraid to not understand things too. Like, there is a place for mystery in our lives, you know, like it's not, I don't know, like, you know, again, our well, it would be a role play stream, right? We would have to do it like in the Cathedral of Light, playing as my role play priest character. No, I'm kidding. Well, I mean, you never know. It might happen. It's not going to happen every week, but it might happen once or twice, depending on how things go with the RP in the future. Here we go.
Peace be with you.
I can't remember if we need a star ruby for anything or not. I hate deleting those, but...
Good luck, friend.
Sorry, what did I say? I meant Stormwind Cathedral. I don't know what I said. Did I say the Cathedral of Light? In any case, that may happen one day, but it will take much advanced preparation. It just comes naturally to you, Graphic. It's all right. But yes, like mystery has value in our lives, and there are questions that arise from reading scripture that we just do not have answers to. But I think that's okay. Like, nobody has all the answers. Maybe Jesus did, but we can't ask him in person at the moment anyway. So, I mean, there are people that want answers to questions, to things that just never get brought up in scripture. And so what do you do with that? You can try to make an educated guess based on what we do know, based on what is recorded for us, based on what makes logical sense. And I mean, that's what the study of theology ultimately originally was about. It's not just what does the scripture say, but what logically follows from what scripture says. And so there, for literally thousands of years at this point, theological discourse has revolved around like questions like how many angels can dance on the head of a pin. Scripture doesn't tell us that. Does it ultimately matter? No. But it's an interesting question to ponder that helps us to move beyond, the mundane questions that we tend to want as a culture now, that we tend to want answers to, right? We're a very empirical society, right? We want to know names and dates and measurements and oh my goodness, Graphic, no. Oh, tempting. Well, it's a theory, so somebody made it up. Ultimately, I have not made up my mind as to whether or not I believe that is the true beginning of the universe. Could it be? Yes. Does it have to be? Does it have to be false for Christianity to be true? I don't think so. I lean towards a more literal interpretation of Genesis than not, but I don't feel comfortable in being locked in to be firmly locked unmovingly into one position or the other. My mind on the subject is open to being swayed without it affecting my faith. I think my faith, I mean, if the Big Bang is the origin of the universe, then, I mean, the question, the Big Bang begs the question, what caused the Big Bang, right? Like, if the universe was in this this state before time and space existed, then what caused it to change from what it was into what it is now, right? That's the problem with, because like originally when the Big Bang theory was postulated, it was put forth as an alternative to a spiritual reason for the universe to exist. The problem with that is that it just kicks the can down the road. It just takes the question from did God create the universe in 6 days, yes or no, to did God use the Big Bang to create the universe in some other it doesn't invalidate what Genesis has to say on the subject, because again, Genesis is not written strictly as a history book. It's written as a religious book that teaches religious and spiritual truths in ways that are sometimes literal and are sometimes not. And so knowing what was intended is far from easy. I hate to have to do this, but I do need to end the stream right now. I'm responsible for cooking supper tonight, and I was supposed to have started about 20 minutes ago. So I do need to wrap up and end the stream here for today, guys. So exactly, right? So if you believe that there is if you believe that there is a deity of some kind that has a hand not only in creating but in guiding the universe, then it doesn't matter whether there is a Big Bang or not. I mean, it's an interesting question. There are theological implications, but neither perspective on it. It's not an either or thing, right? But yes, unfortunately, I do have to go. I do have to end the stream. It's been a fun conversation, but I do hope to be on tomorrow. Give me 1 second, buddy. There you go. So Ryan and anybody else, whichever platform you're on, YouTube or Twitter, you gonna sit on my knee, buddy? Absolutely. Yeah, whatever platform you're on, there's a way to. Yeah, it doesn't work now, Mister. We're just in the typing window there, so nothing we do there is gonna change the thing on the screen. Yeah, consider following. Consider subscribing if you're on YouTube. I guess that's the button that's kind of analogous to the follow button on YouTube. And then you'll be able to find us again easier. I am hoping to stream again tomorrow. So yeah, keep an eye out for me. But yeah, do you want to say bye? No? You want to wave? You want me to tickle you? No? You want to give me a kiss? That you want to do. Oh, there we go. Thank you. All right. Yeah, we're going to wrap it up here. Bless you guys. Take care. And I guess I'm not quite sure what to do about rating now, because that's a Twitch specific thing, and we don't really do that on YouTube. Well, I'm not sure what to do about that, so I'm just going to end the stream for tonight. See you later, guys. Again, appreciate everybody for being here. I hope we get a chance to hang out sometime soon. If you're not around tomorrow, then another day. So, bless you guys. Take care, and yeah, be good to each other. Bye-bye.